3, 2, 1.
I forgot which one it is.
Are you serious? The red one. Really?
What the heck?
What is up, Mind Buzz Universe? Welcome back to another podcast episode of the Mind Buzz. I am Gil, your host, and working the board tonight, this morning, today, whenever you're listening to the
Possibly not anymore.
might be her last day. It's the lovely Amber.
I don't know what the heck happened to me.
What happened?
I was like, there's only 2 buttons that I need to push. And I was like, is it red? Is it yellow? Is it red? Is it yellow? I was like one of those
Technically 3 buttons, but both of them are red.
I don't know what the heck happened to me. It's been what, like 2 weeks?
It's only been 2 weeks.
A girl can forget.
No,
in
3
2
weeks. It's been 3 weeks. I'll give you that.
But 5 years?
It's okay.
Because I'm hungry. I'm deprived of. You're depriving me of food.
Which brings us to we got a new sponsor. It's Wiener Schnitzel.
I wish.
They're sponsoring the podcast. No, I wonder if they sponsor podcasts.
Manifest it.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Manifest. Is this the manifest dance?
I don't know what you do. I think you're just supposed to think about it really hard.
It's not a dance?
No.
Yeah, whatever. How you been? It's been 3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks.
People haven't heard from you for 3 weeks.
I forgot which button to push.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't ate. I don't know. It
That's
sounds
just
like
today.
I haven't. That doesn't sound very well.
That's just today. What about the past 3 weeks?
Good. I'm doing pretty good, actually. I can't complain.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You're good?
I get to be home.
Yeah?
I get to enjoy myself.
Mm-hmm. We're still thinking about it, but we might take a possible break for the summer. Possibly. We don't know yet. Possibly.
It's gonna happen.
Possibly. So I don't know.
It'd be nice. It's okay. Breaks are good.
We'll probably do like reruns of stuff with, I don't know, we'll do something. Because we gotta put stuff at least once a week out.
Yeah.
We'll do like
you
a
figure
questions.
it out and you let me know.
Let's do some
when
questions.
we start our vacation.
You want to do some questions?
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure.
Throw your questions in whatever. I don't know. Let's do a clip right now. You ready?
Oh.
We're going to do questions for the first time on the show. So please drop your questions, DM us, or email us. Go to the Instagram and send us an email.
We may or may not answer all of them.
DM.
Depending on what you
Yeah,
ask.
there's some weird. The last time we did that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like really weird questions.
Like if I was single or something?
Like about feet.
Oh.
If you're single.
What'd you say? Just kidding.
About you or me?
About the feet. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, ask us questions. Not weird ones.
Okay.
Maybe a few weird ones. We can't have them all be good.
Well, I don't know what the people that listen to this podcast, I don't know.
All right.
Anything else before we get into... April 26th, downtown Riverside, the Hideaway. Come check that out. Saul Trujillo is headlining that show. I'll be on that. Along with Jessica Elenice, Travis Smith, and Rafael Soto, also known as Bebos. So come out, check that out. Links to all that good stuff is in the show description and on my page. So there's that. Anything else before we get into today's episode?
Nope. I'm good.
You're good?
Yep.
Cool. All right, let's get into today's guest. Very funny stand-up comedian. Please give it up for Kenny Weber.
Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Clap for me.
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
Thanks for coming out and doing this, man.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here. It's a cool, you guys have a pretty cool studio.
Thanks, dude.
You're into cone heads?
Yeah.
Because you have 2 cone heads things here, which Sometimes you could just think like one thing is cool, but if you have two, then you have to be probably into it. I don't think it was an accident.
No. Actually, have we talked about that Playboy?
I think we maybe briefly.
Briefly, I'll tell you this. I overpaid for that, thinking it was something,
Yeah.
and it's not.
Did you get it graded?
No. I didn't even know what graded was.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be worth that much unless you got to get it graded, dude.
Yeah.
You got to know. It's a PSA. That's like off the top of my head, I think that's like a PSA, like probably a 7 to 8.
What is that?
Let me know if you want me to grade it for you.
Grade it first.
I mean, it's like $400 or something like that. So
To grade?
yeah, you just pay me $400. I'll grade it for you. I'll even write it. I'll even write it on the frame right there, so we don't even have to like. We'll put like a lock on it. And there's 7, I think.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was like a system for any of that. They're like, yeah, $350. Here you go.
Dang.
Yeah.
How much is it worth, really?
I think I seen it in a bin at the Long Beach like swamp meet for like $25.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Maybe.
Better like worse condition though, right?
Yeah.
All right. You know, that was probably.
Yeah.
I'll probably grade that one. I'm just off the top of my head. I grade that one probably like a 3. So
Well,
you're good, dude. You're fine.
The graded, they had a graded one there, which was like cheaper than what I bought it on eBay.
I think it was like $150.
Nice. What was the number?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember.
Damn.
I think we were
Can't
just too
I
stunned.
probably graded it. It was probably me.
Are you
Yeah.
like?
Yeah, I can grade anything. So
How?
But because you're like certified or just
no, because I can tell you. I can.
Like,
If you need something, I can just be like, yeah. I mean, that looks pretty good. Like, grade it. You know what I mean?
Is there like a system for that, or
I don't know. Well, yeah. What they would do is they look at like the edges. They look at the print. Like, they look at the actual print of the like magazine. Like, is it off by a little bit? Because if it was a magazine that happened to be like as they're printing it, it was just a tiny bit off compared. They'll measure like all those things. They'll be like, no, this is a perfect.
shoot.
This is like a perfect one. All of that for magazines and like comic books, it's gonna have to do, especially with like the edges, and then they're gonna look at all the pages and make sure, obviously, that there's nothing fucked up about it. But no, it's not like a thing where like, I mean, you would have to go work for that. Like PSA is like, I don't know if there's multiple institutions that do it, but PSA is like the big one. And then you just have to like drop the stuff off and pay them a bunch of money and then wait for, and they like, yeah, we'll just send you your stuff back when we get to it. It's a racket, probably.
Yeah.
You ever watch the show on Netflix about the like with all that shit with like Ken Golden?
Nuh-uh. What is that?
I forget the name of the show, but it's a show on Netflix, and it's all about this guy. He has a place over on the East Coast. It's like very, very well known. They just do golden auctions as the thing. His name's Ken Golden, and yeah, that's where I've seen the most of this shit. Where he's dealing with like the most expensive shit in the world, like the most expensive baseball card ever, which I think it was like tens of millions of dollars.
Oh, and does he do
No way.
like actual watches too?
He does everything.
I think I've
Everything
seen a
that could
clip.
be. I mean, he'll do Playboy. I mean, the Playboys. He'll do every single thing that could be collected.
Well, technically anything could be graded, right?
I mean, a lot of things. I mean, video games. They have.
Yeah.
I mean, they have that. You can like if you have like the original Mario Brothers like in the box, you can have that graded, and then. When they grade it, they lock it into like they lock it into like a plastic thing when it's like a card or I think like a magazine.
So it stays like that.
So
Forever.
yeah, because if you break that open, it's no longer worth that grade until you were to have it regraded.
I came across this girl on TikTok, and it pissed me off, but I was like, whatever. So her whole thing, like with like her videos, is she's looking for Little Mermaid Part 2. So the part where like she has her daughter, I think, or is it the third one? I don't know, one of those. And then there used to be a sweepstakes on the VHS that if you found the golden locket inside your VHS, you won a free cruise,
Right.
the Disney Cruise Line. So I don't know if anybody ever won it or what, but this girl, like, that's her series, is going and buying.
Finding every version of
Yeah,
it.
but she's buying every sealed version of it. And then she's literally opening, like, she's already found like 50 of them. And she's just like tearing them open. And then she's like, no, and then she just puts them on the site, and I'm just like maybe they're not worth anything now, but I
Right.
feel like for someone that collects maybe Little Mermaid or it's just a nostalgic factor, or even 10, 20 years down the line, like she's fucking it up.
Nah, dude, she's getting ones that are already open. She's putting the cellophane on it
You
with the
think so?
fucking hair dryer. Is she getting a lot of views? If she's getting a lot of views, then it starts to become manufactured, dude.
Oh, you know what? I
You know
didn't
what I
even
mean?
think about
Like,
that.
yeah, because then as soon as people get views, they get fucking like thirsty as hell, and
That's
they're like,
true.
"How do I keep these views going?"
It's just like the same video that she just keeps on wrapping up and over and over.
That's true. I didn't even think. I'm all watching her fucking videos.
You got
all
sucked
mad. I
in,
was
dude.
Like,
That's why every fucking comedian, when they do one funny thing, like, right? Like, if they're just making content because they're like, oh, especially those reaction videos, they'll react to something really fucking specific. Like, because they were mad. And it's like the genuine reaction is why it went viral. It was because you had an honest moment in your fucking life and you happened to record that. Everything met in this intersection. And then now they're fucking making 42 videos where they're just complaining about this very specific thing.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, why is it not going viral again? That's fucking insane. But that's like that kind of shit.
Yeah. Were you watching a video? Because I know at night he like puts YouTube on and then I fall asleep and then I dream about it. Or was I watching it where they were talking about Pawn Stars?
I was watching it.
You were watching it, right?
Yeah.
How they were saying that it was like fake.
It was like super
really scripted.
Yep.
Yeah. Like they gotta get, I mean, well, because they can find out somebody has something and then be like, yeah, just bring this in and we'll either like make a deal or not. It's too, why would you want to sit there if it, with a production team and everybody and be like, woof, I hope something cool comes in today.
Yeah, even the writing in there, all the whatever they say on the show is all co-producers, all producers.
Oh, yeah.
Feeding them lines.
Yeah, that's all the fucking reality shows are like, or it's like me and my girlfriend watch like a ton of 90 Day Fiance, and then they always they some stuff they capture, right? Some stuff because they film them and they capture stuff, but some stuff is like very apparent that it's like they're reenacting something that already happened.
Yeah.
Like there's been a couple times where like couples that are on the show for a long time like break up, and then they have like, you can tell they broke up on like social media, and then next thing you know they're on this new season and they go through the breakup, and it's like, bro, you're not even having like, your marriage is ending and you're not even having like, you're having a bad reaction, like you're sad, but it's like, nah, dude, you've been through the actual sadness already, and now you're just reenacting this shit.
That's true.
And then it takes me out of it, and I'm like, I need authentic 90 Day Fiance. Fucking trash.
I love 90 Day Fiance. Who's your favorite couple?
It was I don't know, dude. I just like, it's the full like train wreck. Like honestly, lately, because we've been playing fucking Pocopia on the Switch too. We've been putting on like old seasons of like Pillow Talk, which is, that's not even 90 Day Fiance. That's the show where the best people in 90 Day Fiance talk about the show that's happening. And so if you're gonna rewatch something, I feel like that's a good rewatch because you get some shit talking from them, and you get you get like the bigger parts of the show. They just go, because the show's a fucking hour and a half.
It's like a talk show, or what is
they're
it?
in there. They're literally, it's called Pillow Talk. They're legitimately in their living rooms and beds. It's just them. They set up like a GoPro, and you could tell because they punch in on they punch in on it, and it's all fucking kind of like pixelated and shit. The first seasons of Pillow Talk, they sent out a crew for sure. They sent out because it was nice. It was like produced, and then after that, they're like, "Fuck this. We don't need to waste."
It was probably like COVID time when they didn't have anybody in there. You haven't watched Pillow Talk?
No.
You haven't watched it? Oh.
Dude, it's like the fucking, I think maybe like the royalty of the show is pretty good. Like Tim and Veronica, they're like, 90 Day royalty. That's like an easy one, but it's more just because the best people are like the people I would never want to say are my favorite people, because they're just the most dog shit people that you've ever seen in your life. Like Ed's the easy one. He's like the easy one of the. He's like, if you're like, if Ed or Jasmine, those are like the easy ones. But then just there's some of the, like, we were watching a Pillow Talk, and it was for one of the spinoffs. And do you remember the dude that? Okay, two different ones. There's one dude that goes over to Italy to date, I think it was maybe, who fucking knows, somewhere in Europe, this guy goes, and he goes over to date a trans woman.
Yes.
But he's like never been with a trans woman, and there's no problem with any of this, but he's not like psychologically He's not like sitting down and having like a conversation with himself. He's just like, yeah, I think it's gonna be chill. I think it's gonna be chill. And then like his friends are like, does they have a dick? Like, and he's like, yeah, but one time I kissed a guy in college. Like that's literally what he says. And it's insane. And then there's one where another guy goes to Europe for like a little person, but like not even a little person, like it's like if you took a little person and you were like, let's fucking crunch you fucking down a little bit more. And it was just, and I mean, no, all respect to her, my bad. But that's like what it was. And then this full same thing where he literally gets on the show and he's like, oh, like looking at it, like, God damn, what did I get myself into? Like he gets over there and it's like
that's one of the ones that I can like that I was just like, what the fuck is he doing? Because he really like, I think for the sake of the show, but he was like, okay, maybe I could do it. And then every night they would go back to the room and then he'd be like,
I can't fucking
do it. Like,
so that was on 90 Day Fiance.
That's on one of the spin-offs.
I think it was on the other way around.
Either a 90 Day the other way or before the 90 Day.
Yeah, one of those ones. Because they did a bunch of spin-offs.
But yeah, there's a ton of spin-offs.
Did he? But
knew
when
she
he
was
met
a
her,
little person.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Both of these guys did the same thing. Like both of these guys like get there the first night, and then the little person and this chick, trans chick, is like they're down. They're just like, I'm about to get some dick tonight. Yeah. And then these fools like, oh, I fucking traveled, dude. I fucking traveled today. I'm so tired. I couldn't possibly have any pussy tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then or dick.
Yeah.
Do you remember too the guy that was in the wheelchair?
Oh, I remember that one.
You watched that?
I remember that one. I watched that one.
Shit to the,
he was like so
he was a really not good guy.
Yeah. But he was also like, that's where because he was in a wheelchair because he got shot, and it's like, oh, you're that guy. You are what that guy becomes when he doesn't have that much change in his life after being shot. He was still that guy, the same guy that got shot. He just can't walk. Like
That one was like,
was he like a drug dealer or something?
He was. That's how he got shot.
Yeah,
he was like,
right?
He was a drug dealer, and then he did some. I wish I could fucking. Yeah, he's a great. Yeah, another great one to hate. You know, a couple that I really liked was early seasons. Don't remember their names, but there was this dude so rich. Like this might be one of the richest guys that's been on the show, and he brought a girl from Brazil that was like 19 years old, and this guy was like in his like mid 40s, and he had divorced his wife, and his wife basically the girl gets out here, and the wife's like, I can't believe he's gonna have this young girl, like, oh my, and then the wife and the girlfriend like actually become friends, and the wife does like the vows at their wedding and everything, and I can't remember the guy has 2 kids, a son and a daughter. But he's like I said, he's rich. Like he gave her a credit card, and then she bought a $10,000 car in Brazil off of his credit card.
With the credit card?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I really liked Saeed and Jenny, the one that he's Indian.
Is that the one from Dubai?
Is his name Saeed? I don't.
Oh no. What's his name?
I don't remember his name. But Jenny and Submit.
There's another one.
That's another like psychotic one. Okay, what about the dude who had the disease that made his eyes bulge, and he found out on the show, and he's from Australia. He looks like this.
One?
Avery. He was a relationship coach, dude, and he does the relationship. He does. Listen, this is the fucking clip right here. Find this one and put it here. He does like a relationship seminar where he's trying to tell like women like what men and women think, and her name is Avery. I know that. I forget his name. Yeah.
Oh, I do remember her. Ash. That she became Muslim.
Did she?
For him, right?
No. You're thinking that's because this is conflating. No. It's down and to the right.
Down?
From where to the one you have highlighted. So it's in the middle of the page now. Right now, that one, the Indian guy right there.
This one.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. See his eyes? It's because he found out he had a
remember.
disease,
I
dude.
remember.
Doctors saw him on the show and hit him up, and they're like, and so because the whole season, I just talk shit. Obviously, if you can't tell already, I sound just like this while we're watching the show. So every time he comes on screen, I'm like, do you see his fucking eyes? And it's literally he had a medical condition. Insane.
Goodness. Well,
But do you remember the seminar I'm talking about?
I do remember what you're talking about.
Oh,
yes.
you got to show it. You have to, not right now, but you got to show the people. You have to show the people.
I'm gonna look for it.
The seminar.
It's a seminar with all like people with eyes like that.
It's a small summit. So this guy's like a relationship coach.
Oh, okay.
That's what he does. And then he has this girl coming over to Australia. This is his girl. This is a girl.
He was Ash, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he does a little seminar, and it's not even like it's like if you invited like a girl that you were dating to like a bar show, because this is like a seminar that looks like it has maybe like 8 women at it.
Oh my God.
And he's trying to teach them like, well, this is what men think and this is what women like think. And he's so off. He just sounds like misogynistic and like,
it's this one, huh?
yeah. I'm surprised that I'm like surprised that she didn't just leave the country.
Where's the video?
It's so ridiculous.
Today, Ash is hosting his seminar in
That's
Melbourne
right.
to women identify what the perfect man is for them. But because most of Ash's clients are single women, I've been suspicious of his intentions since the beginning.
Oh boy.
I know Ash is a little uncomfortable, but the seminar will give me clarity on how he conducts his coaching and how he interacts with his clients. I won't bring him to America if I can't feel comfortable with what it is he does for a living.
Good morning, ladies. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, actually. It will be very, very exciting to be telling you a few things that I have put together today. Any one of you ladies who are in a relationship at the moment right now? Boyfriend? No? Okay, cool. What I'm going to be talking today about is how to find a man and not kill him. Why not kill him is because women don't really understand the different ways that men work in their brains. If you think of the brain of a man, there's boxes in his brain. And each box represents something. Now, your brain is interlinked. So when you're thinking many things at a time. Everything's like, it's
I got a few boxes in my brain.
And for a man, it's completely different.
It's only been a few minutes into the seminar, and I can feel the room getting tense. Just turning into a subject of like, men are this and women are this, which to me sounds sexist. And I have never gotten that vibe from him previous to this seminar.
Now the fucking music went completely dark.
It tends to get really big. And for a man, our brain is working very different. That's why with men, there is a box in their brain that we call the nothing box. And we love to be in the nothing box. Fishing, that's why we can fish for such a long time, for sometimes like 5, 6 hours.
5 or 6 hours?
You want to get in that nothing box and try to like start decorating. Question?
You talk a lot about like men and women being very different. Do you recognize that we all have both inside of us? Like we are both masculine and feminine.
Correct.
He shook his head no and said
Quite optimistic. But my impression of Ash is he's quite out of his depth.
Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude.
It's freaking long.
And okay, he ends this by he has to leave once they start questioning him. He has to like go in the other room, and then the two of them have like a where she's like, yeah, I think you're probably doing this all wrong. He's like, no, I just messed up. I need to start over. It's just insane. That's one of the craziest ones.
This is one of my favorite. I haven't watched it in a while, but I used to.
It's still going on?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Year round. What they do is they have a new show. It's like 90 Day Fiance. Then after that's over, before the 90 days starts, they have so many shows that there's always two that are on TV. The Single Life, 90 Day the Other Way.
And then there was one like the B something.
They have Last Resort where they take people that have been on the show forever, and this is like maybe they break up now, maybe they finally fix
Remember
everything.
Angela?
Hell yeah.
I like well the season that I watched. I liked Sarper and Shekinah.
Oh man, he's a
One of my
comic.
favorites.
I know, he
he's
does
a comic
comedy.
now. He's selling out everywhere. He came to the Irvine.
Oh, you
He
did?
did a show there. Yeah, I mean, it's
I seen a flyer.
Imagine.
sold. I mean, it's
Sold
sold
out?
out.
I seen
Sold
a
out.
flyer at the Ice House.
Yeah,
He
I
was
mean, he
gonna be at
sells.
the Ice House.
I mean, to my knowledge, everywhere he goes, he's selling out.
Wow.
I mean, you know, people are selling out when they're actually taking pictures of the crowd. So I mean, and he's constantly taking pictures of sold out crowds.
That is wild.
See, I kind of figured that he's not going to be as funny as I would think, but maybe because I'm a fan of 90 Day,
Well, I mean, I
I
think
wanna go see him.
That's definitely what it is. So again, there was 500 people that came to see him at the Improv, and it was a lot of 90 Day, lot of like 90 Day fans, and people that were like happy that it. I mean, it's not that fucking good. I wanted not say anything negative because I've hit up my friend who opens for him and been like, please just get me on one of these shows. Like I've asked, it's the only show that I've ever asked to be on multiple times because I'm just like, let me fucking do it. I just want to do a show or two, like just do a couple of shows with him. Because I'm one of those people that's like, I don't care that it's not good. I want to just be around it and see it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I watch the show so
Yeah.
much,
Right.
and it's fucking not good. It's not good at all. It's like a caricature of a fuck. He's like on stage, like fucking but telling the jokes, but like, and then women, like he's doing like half of it is just kind of like what this guy is. It's fucking not good. I'm so sorry. I hope you don't hear this, Sarper.
Book him.
Please I can't fucking
Get him
the
on
thing,
there.
is I could never fucking disrespect comedy and be like, yeah, no, he's not that bad. It's like, it's okay. It's fucking lame.
and I didn't want to ask you. I was going to look at you and be like, is it good?
Yeah, I
and I
gotta-
was like, never mind.
No, you can ask.
I
I'll
was
tell
gonna
the
ask.
fucking truth. I'll tell the. We can't disrespect comedy like that. I would still love to open for the guy. I've opened for plenty of fucking people that suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but
But there was nowhere in the show that gave hints of him wanting to be
did you
like towards the
towards the
end?
end?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Oh, yeah?
towards the end,
See, I
it
didn't
shows
see.
him go up and do his first set,
Oh,
and
I didn't see that anymore.
wherever it is, it's somewhere in LA, and I didn't recognize the venue, but I recognize there's like two comics that it like in the B-roll of like comics going up and coming off stage. There's like two comics that I've met before, two like open mic comics that were like at this. It was either an open mic or like a shitty show. Like
Yeah, because
That's crazy.
the last that we seen was, I think the last one we seen was him getting his visa. So
Yeah.
we didn't see him like
living
living here and all
So
that.
he comes here when he was at the Improv. He was still with Shekinah, and they literally broke up like a week later after they were at the
Oh,
Improv,
shoot.
and then now they're broke. They're like
Broken up.
broken up as far as I know.
Oh.
Like she was there with with her dog and everything at the at his show at Irvine.
She couldn't handle dating a comic.
Yeah, he's
what it'll do.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. And the guy does 90 minutes himself.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yes, I'm not joking.
We gotta go.
Like you got to look
Look
at
up
his,
tickets. Look up tickets where he's
you
gonna
gotta
be.
look
We gotta
at-
go.
Watch it, like read his posts. 90 minutes of me performing for the first time tonight.
Oh, I get it. I like that.
It's
Oh
insane.
my goodness. Okay, I gotta see this for myself.
Yeah, luckily
we gotta
there
go.
because it was when he did Irvine. It was in the beginning of him doing these bigger shows, and so I know there was another comic that out of like that produces shows at the Hollywood Improv. This guy got a hold of him and was able to get him the show at Irvine, and so there were like 4 people opening, and so he only did like an hour, and I think he did like an hour and 10 minutes. It's insane. I can't believe that a guy who doesn't even fucking know how to do comedy can do it for that. And like I said, at the end of the day, these people were mostly happy
Like,
that
are
they
people
went to
laughing
that.
and stuff, or
Yes, he's not bombing. No, I can't. He's not. I can't say he's bombing.
Yeah.
It's just, but it's also like I said, it's people that are like, this is gonna be so awful, and then you're going, and then it is. He's Like he's almost
Yeah.
fucking belly dancing, like with mannerisms. It's insane, dude.
I
That's so
gotta
cool.
see.
We
I
gotta
gotta
go.
see for myself.
We gotta go.
See, and then the thing is, like, my mom's a big fan of 90 Day Fiance. My dad likes it. My aunt and
Your
blah, blah,
Nina,
blah, and all these
yeah.
people that are willing to.
They would
pay
go.
to- yeah,
We would get a booth.
So I
VIP
guess,
booth.
I guess I could see how he's selling
and
out.
then none of it is it's not like it's clean because it's him. He's for sure talking about, like, I didn't like watch the entire show, like but he's still referencing sex enough to where you can't be like he's clean, but it's not like overly dirty, or it's not like, I mean, I don't know, like it's not like it's safe enough to where like that broad audience
yeah.
of people that like people that like 90 Day Fiance, they're gonna fucking buy into it. There's another dude who lived with his guinea pigs. Do you remember that guy? And his mom lived in a closet in his fucking like
What
studio.
the
He had like a studio
I
apartment.
want to say yes, but I can't remember.
He got a girl from like Mexico or another Latin country, and she came over, and then he had guinea pigs, and he like loves his guinea pigs. It's like him being like, you can make guinea pigs. He does comedy too, and he lives, I don't know where he lived when he was in the show, but he lives in Tulsa, because I've seen like clips of him multiple times like performing at the Tulsa Looney Bin. And I think his name's Clayton. I want to say that his name's Clayton, but I could be completely wrong. I respect him because he sucks so bad, like he should, starting out doing comedy. Like, he's posting clips of him on stage fucking basically fighting for his life, but it's probably the best he's ever done. And I respect that, because that's the beginning of the journey. Like, you know what I mean? You're not starting out with sold. Yeah, the guinea pig guy. See?
Yeah, you're not like hyping
Clayton
yourself
Clark.
up.
Yeah.
And...
He's out there just like grinding, trying to do it. I don't know if he still is, but he was in the past couple of years.
Yeah, no, I don't think I seen him.
Yeah.
And his mom lived in the closet?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that her
right here?
room?
Yeah, that's her. That's
I know.
Pobrecita.
Well, did you see that guy that ended up like killing somebody from 90 Day? He's one of the I think season 2 or season 3.
Was he the guy who? I don't know which guy. There was a guy who.
I'll show you.
There's a guy in prison who was with a girl that was maybe Russian,
Yes.
and he had gone over there, and he kind of looks like another guy with the eyes. Like, he was like a handsome enough guy, but his eyes looked like, yeah, I'm gonna kill somebody in 6 years.
Yeah, and then
Where do they get these people?
I mean, they sign
do
up.
you sign up for it?
But he didn't snap until years later,
Yeah.
after the show.
Yeah, if it's the same guy. And then there's the guy, what was the girl's name? There was a guy who's in his late 40s, and he went to a Latin American country, and he didn't even know that the girl was real. It was after we had seen 3 seasons where people were catfished. But then this girl was real, and I can't remember her name. If I could, because yeah, that's exactly who I thought it was.
This is him.
Doesn't that guy look like he was gonna kill somebody?
Star Joffrey Pashapa sentenced to 18 years in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. What did he killed somebody? Who did he kill?
No, you know what?
What did he murder?
I think he kidnapped and
I think he kidnapped his ex or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ew. And she was on the show?
No,
No,
he was
it wasn't
currently
her,
still
right?
he was with this woman, and I think he somehow kidnapped an ex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And because she got divorced from him after he went to prison for 18 years. And then there's the dude who went over to Lana. His girl's name was Lana, but we thought it was a catfish for the whole season.
Yes,
but then she
yes.
ended up being real.
Yes.
But she was scamming him still.
That's right.
So that guy died of natural causes.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he's like a tall dude. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, shoot. That's right. Yeah, she was from Russia, right?
Yes. Yeah, Russia
And
or
she was
Ukraine.
one of those, she had talked to him over a computer.
Yes.
Oh.
And then he had to pay to be able to talk to her and
Oh my-
text her and all
whoa.
these
So you
things.
were certain she wasn't even real. You were thinking, oh, this is a catfish, not real. But then she ended up being real. But it's yeah, she exists, but she's still in a way, she's still catfishing you. She's scamming you.
Right.
Because she was part of those girls that remember, I think he explained how he already had gone a couple times to meet other women. So they go on this like retreat, like these men go on this retreat to like Russia or Ukraine, places like that. And they go on this retreat, and on that retreat, they take them to like a gala type of thing. And then they bring out all these like Russian women.
You're thinking of Caesar, the black dude.
Was that Caesar?
He goes, and there's a girl who's like a gymnast, right?
We know everybody else.
Check it out. There's a girl who's like he does these 2 blind dates. This fool's a
That's
a
right.
nail technician, right? Big black guy, nail technician. This fool goes on 2 dates. These like after a failed relationship or a catfish relationship, he's now linked up with what she's talking about. He's going to go on 2 dates. He goes on one with a gymnast girl that's like young, that's kind of young.
Okay.
And then one is a nail tech woman who's more age appropriate but still younger than him. And they like when you watch them together, each one of the couples.
Yeah.
You're like, this young girl you have no business with on any level, and she doesn't like you. And this other woman likes you. Like they had like some chemistry and a connection, or she was way better at faking it, one or the other. And he picks the fucking young like gymnast girl who ends up like ghosting him like late. It's like you watch it. And then the whole time this is happening, he's like, yeah, I think I have to leave the country because the war is about to, they're saying a war is going to break out. And yeah, it was right when the war was starting.
I don't know, even if it's scripted or not, or some of it's led into having to, but it's some good entertainment.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that shit for like 40 minutes.
Brain rot. I know, it's been 36 minutes. We should just do a pillow talk.
Yeah, dude.
Type
Fucking
of thing.
Yeah, I'll bring my girl in. Well, all you gotta fucking catch up, bro.
I gotta. You gotta put me on Gabe, man.
Yeah, I've thought about like trying to do some type of like 90-day podcast just because of how much I watch it. I think the problem is
you watch it that much?
I've seen every single episode that exists except for the last like 7 episodes of Single Life, like because I've been playing Pocopia, and we just caught up with I think it's The Other Way. There's a psychopath on The Other Way right now. Are you current?
No.
Yeah, there's a dude, this guy who went to Africa for this girl. Again, he's in his like late 40s or early 50s, and he's just like jacked black guy, and he goes to get this girl who's like young, and she's like, I want to have kids, and this guy is like this big guy. He's like, I don't want to have kids, and that's like what it's all about. There is we need to carry on the bloodline. It's just like the same shit that all these fools do.
I'm gonna get back on it and watch it.
Hell yeah,
get back
I
on
miss
it.
You watched it for like a season, right?
Just for that season that Harper and Shekinah and the others were on. That's it.
Did you like it?
It was okay.
It's like that's all that it is. And then what happens is you just need to keep getting invested in the people, and they need to introduce you new people while you still have investments in these people so that you can obtain an investment. And then they can introduce, and then it goes on for the rest of your fucking life.
Yeah, and then there's
beautiful.
some like day one like people that still make appearances in these shows, and then they bring them back, and like it's just. And
then the tell-alls, come on, dog.
The tell-all was dope. The tell-all was dope.
But then then what happens is now that you know the tell-all's dope, now you're gonna be watching episodes and be like, I can't fucking wait till the tell-all, till the fucking truth comes out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But he talks so much shit while he's watching it. Why did he go over there? Why did this? Shut up.
I do the same. I do the same thing. My girl, but I'll start talking shit, and she'll be like, and just pause it, and I'll just keep talking shit, and I'll be quiet, and then she'll fucking unpause it. You just got to deal with the shit talking.
But it's good. It's great. Everybody go watch 90 Day Fiancé so they can keep it rolling.
Yeah, we got to get back on that. We're on. We've been doing like series and different TV shows and movies. Right now we're on the original trilogy of Star Wars.
Nice.
And then we're gonna do the other ones.
Doing it like the way it came out.
Yeah, theatrical release.
Nice.
We're doing, and I'm listening to a.
You guys have both seen everything though already.
We haven't seen number 6.
Not all of them. No.
Number 6.
Yeah, I mean, I never saw I haven't seen the most recent trilogy. I mean, now it's old again already, but I haven't seen the most recent trilogy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't seen it yet.
I mean, when I was a kid, obviously, like when I was a kid, Star Wars was cool. I mean, there was only so much of that kind of shit out that you could watch, right? And so I was like, yeah, that was chill when I was a kid. But I mean, now I don't know. I don't think it's not special. There's so many fucking things out that are like this caliber of like Star Wars that it's like, eh.
But I think like watching it now as an adult versus when I like, because I watched them, but I wasn't like a fan or anything. Like it just kind of happened. But I think watching it now as an adult, I'm like, oh, that's why, or oh, that makes sense. So I'm able to really like,
because you're looking for more than the pew pew,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Pew 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 pew.
So
That's the part.
I'm enjoying it a lot.
Well,
more.
you watched it before, right?
Yeah, I watched the first one before.
I'm still pew pew right now. I'm still locked into. Oh my god, the graphics look pretty cool for 77.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna have to watch it again. I'll probably I'm literally gonna probably just watch 1 through 6 in a weekend and assess after that. Because right now I'm still in the awe of just watching it and trying to follow the story. And your Nina, her aunt yesterday was like, "Oh my god, it's a love story," and I'm like, "Love story? I don't even." Where's
episode? What episode?
No, she said the whole thing. She's like, because I guess her and her boyfriend did the same thing, and then she's like, I never knew that Star Wars was a love story, and then I'm like eating, and I'm like, oh, I guess
is it?
I guess.
Yeah, but I don't feel like the original trilogy is not a love story. The second trilogy is.
She said the whole thing. She's like, I didn't realize Star Wars was a love story.
Well, by the time, I mean, each trilogy is
like different,
like
right?
they're like there's not one couple that goes through all the trilogies.
I think I was trying to like figure out where it was that I didn't even ask any further questions.
I think in her mind, she's like, "Oh, it's a love story."
Fucking get her in here right now. Episodes 1, 2, and 3, I feel like that's like the Anakin and Padme like love story to like destruction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could understand that.
And then I guess like the Han and the Leia thing, where
I thought
they
Leia
were
was
going back and forth type of, I don't know.
I thought Leia was gonna be with Luke,
And then she finds out.
and then I didn't know that she was like into Han. That was crazy.
Well, no, it's her brother. That's the whole like reason.
Until
We're like,
yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah,
wait, they are?
Yeah. What do you mean? You said you're fucking around, right?
yeah, we already know.
I don't remember that.
What do you mean? Luke and Leia?
But when do they say that? Yoda says it, right?
Yeah, we just seen it. Where he tells
that's in number 4?
No, this one, the Return of the Jedi. He's telling
6.
him is
5.
Darth Vader my father?
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
And then have you watched all of Return of the Jedi?
No, we haven't finished it.
Okay.
But we already
Who's the mom?
got to the part where it's they said that she's his twin sister.
Yeah. Have you watched 1, 2, and 3 yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 that's the mom and dad.
Okay.
So when you watch 1, 2, when you watch 1, 2, and 3, like the princess Padme, so played by Natalie Portman, that's their mom, and then Anakin Skywalker is their dad.
Got it.
And then
Anakin is what's his name? Huh?
Darth Vader.
But he's the actor is
Hayden Christensen.
That's right. Yeah, I remember seeing that one in the theaters. My parents took me to see that one.
I for sure saw those number 1, like episode 1 and 2 in the theater. I don't remember if I actually saw episode 3 in the theater.
So then there's 4, 5, 6 that came out, right?
Yeah.
First. And then 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. And that's most recently?
Yeah, most of the ones that came out that have.
They have a 7, 8, 9?
Yeah, those are the ones that came out like 10, 12 years ago. I don't know.
Pull up 7, 8, 9.
Actually,
I didn't know.
Actually, maybe not even 10 years ago, right?
I don't know. Let me see. All Star Wars movies. Because then there's like the Boba Fett ones and all those, right? That are like spin-off type
Right.
of thing.
They on Disney Plus, they've had a bunch of spin-offs.
Are we gonna do all those?
I don't know.
I mean, that's a bunch of shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was 7, 8, 9.
Look at all this.
American Jedi? What is that?
American.
Is that like a
in
wrestling thing?
order?
Yeah, so we started watching them theatrical release because they said that,
shoot. Hold
or we looked up a couple of, I guess, ways to watch it, and they said if you're a first-time watcher, it's best to see them theatrical release.
So the middle is what came out first, and then
Yeah.
the top
Yep.
is what we're talking about
Yeah.
right now.
And then the bottom is
Right.
the
So that's 789.
That's right. And this is with like Kylo Ren and Rey and all
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Okay. So I think I did see one of these. Okay, got it. I'm up to
Are we
date.
gonna watch those too? Do we have to?
Yeah. It's part of the how do you call 6 movies?
The I don't know.
6 tuplets.
That's a lot of movies. No, let's just watch Breaking Bad again.
No, I don't
Let's just
want to
do
watch
that.
Breaking Bad.
You don't want to watch Breaking Bad, do you?
I've seen the first 8 episodes or whatever of the first season or whatever. So I've seen like half of the first season like 3 times, and I just can't
Really?
get
Well,
into
I
it.
fell
Oh
off
my
of it
God.
too, and then I went back to try to restart it because I was like, all right.
What?
And then I just haven't been able to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I think that's why I just like watching 90 Day Fiance, and then there's some shows that I'll do, but I don't like watching a lot of shows. Like my girlfriend likes watching a lot of shows, but I used to watch a lot before I started doing comedy. That was like mainly I watched like everything. I would watch like fucking. That was back in the like when all those Chicago shows were newer. So I was watching like I watched everything. Like I seen the first. In 2005, I accidentally watched the first episode of Grey's Anatomy when it was airing. You know what I mean? Like I'll watch like every fucking show that I can. And then I started doing comedy, and then I stopped watching shows altogether. And then I came back a few years ago with like 90 Day and stuff. I don't know, just the commitment. South Park, I guess. That would be the only one that I kept up with. But then there'd be like a time when I didn't see like 2 seasons of South Park, and I had to like binge those 2 seasons, you know, at one point. And that was at the beginning of comedy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Bill Hader. I'm on this. Bill Hader has this like 200 list of movies that every like comedy screenwriter should watch, and I'm trying to get through. I only saw one, but I have like
2.
190.
We watched 2 already.
There's 2. Oh yeah, The Burbs.
The Burbs. We watched.
Yeah, The Burbs and something Fink.
Yeah.
What is
Simon and Fink or something like
it? Oh, something Fink. It's really good. I forgot who's the actor.
Are you trying to write movies?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be chill. I mean, I don't mind writing. I actually back in the day thought that I wanted to do that. Like I was like, oh, when I was like 19 or 20, I was like, oh, I want to like, that would be cool. And then, yeah, I mean, actually doing comedy, I'm like, I'm more of a performer.
Yeah.
Even the way I do comedy, I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like I have jokes that I've written, but it's
Right.
not like the same. It's not like other comics that I know that are like, okay, I'm going to write these jokes and then go out and do it. Like I can never do that shit. Like I actually have a joke that I wrote recently. I've been doing comedy for fucking 9 years. I wrote out the joke. That's the only joke that I've written, and I can't fucking remember it. It's the only thing that I've written like word for word, where I'm like, oh, this all goes together,
Yeah.
and this is a good joke. I've done it like 3 times, and I cannot do the whole fucking thing. Like it's because it's not something I just say. Like I'm not just like saying it. It's something I would say, but I'm not just doing it. I don't know. It's easier to just, I don't know. So I think it's easier to have like one thing that's funny, like one dumb thing that I like.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm talking about like my girlfriend's jealous, like, and then just be like, what's one funny thing? I think it's because she overvalues me, and that's kind of fun. Like she thinks I'm worth more than I am, and that's funny. So it's like, okay, well, I'll go show up and then just say that, and then I'll figure the rest out.
On stage?
Yeah, that's usually. And then I mean, I'm not saying it's good. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's like the way to do it. It's not like but it's like, yeah, then the pressure of being on stage, as long as then I'll come up with one thing. That's why I still enjoy going to, like, I still enjoy performing at open mics. I don't like going to them and waiting
Who likes going?
and
to an open
everything.
mic?
People in their first like 5 years,
Yeah, that's true.
they like going. People in their first 1 year love it. People then the next like 4 years, you still like it, and then the next few years you put up with it, and then then you fucking I don't want to wait. I just want to show up and go. And it sucks because when I was starting, there were like a handful of comics that could just do that. They would go to every single mic. Like, Daniel Aegis, he still does it, right? Everybody still carries that over where they're like at certain open mics. A lot of open mics, they don't even fucking know him, right? Because there's so many new comics. But I want that. I want them to just let me show up and like put me up within like 15 minutes. I work like 60 hours a week.
You're like, I gotta be home for 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah. Actually, I work like 60 to 70 hours a week. I work a day job like 40 hours doing all of this shit. And then I work like 20 to 30 hours at the Irvine Improv.
Damn.
And I teach jujitsu.
Oh, do you really?
During the day. I went down to I do that once a week, but then I train. If I'm not going to teach, then I'm training. So it's like I train jujitsu or teach. And then, doing as much comedy as I can. So basically, when I have shows, when I don't get scheduled or there's nothing going on, I'll go do open mics if I don't have a show. And then when I have shows, I just ask for the time off. And the improv is cool.
How'd you get into jujitsu? You always done it?
I started doing that in 2011. I just thought the UFC was cool. It was just like that craze. You know what I mean? Like when it all was like blowing up like really big. And I always thought jiu-jitsu was cool. I wanted to do it. I really wanted to start doing it in like 2007, 2006 when it was really the beginning of all that shit. But it's expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, even now. I mean, it's like golf in the sense of like, it's like a fucking kind of like a rich man sport. Not rich, but like somebody.
Yeah, you have to have extra. Any sport.
Yeah,
you're an adult.
Right? So just monthly, like you have to be. I mean, especially now. Like back then, it was like $125, right? Like 2006, and then now it's about everything's kind of doubled in price about, right? And so it's 200. It's like 180 to like 220 depending on where you go.
Oh,
so you pay that like once a month?
You pay that per month.
So it's like a gym membership? I mean,
it's like a gym. And I think that's what people compare it to. So a gym membership is usually $30 a month, right? A gym membership where you can just show and go whenever you want. Now you're paying $180, $200 a month, and you only have at a gym with I wouldn't say a lot, with a decent average amount of classes, you like per day you have like 3 options. You either have 2 or 3 options of when to go. You know what I mean? Maybe like 6 or 7 a.m., maybe like noon, maybe like 6 or 7 p.m. Well, they'll all have 6 or 7 p.m. That's all always. But then the other 2 are like maybe they'll have them day. And I went to Arkansas. I took my gi when I would go on the road. When I was doing a lot more like touring at the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. And I took my gi to like Little Rock, Arkansas. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go train jujitsu. I'll find a gym and go train during. They don't even have a fucking gym that's open during the day over there. They're only open at night.
Why is that?
I think not enough people. Like we're saturated. Like especially like I live in Orange County. Like that shit's like there's so many jujitsu gyms.
Huh.
Like if there was an average amount like for the rest of the country, if there was the same average amount of jujitsu gyms like here, all these fucking jujitsu guys would be rich because they all have a ton of students. But instead it's like fucking drugs. They keep cutting it. You know what I mean? Putting a fucking gym on every corner.
That's true.
But I mean, I get it. I'm gonna get a black belt, at the end of the summer, and it's that's a fucking
whoa.
It's like a master's master's degree. You know what I mean? Literally, like
a master's in kicking net.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like it's like okay, I'm not gonna do this, but it's like I'm a black belt, I'm not a black belt. I'll be a black belt and I'm knowledgeable in jiu-jitsu. I already teach. If I wanted to go that route, it's like I could open up a school. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what happens a lot is you have a passion for it. You've done it for so long. So like, okay, I'll open a school.
Do you do competitions?
I did more like before I did comedy. So I was training. That's why I've trained 10 years actively and I started in 2011. So I trained for like 5 years, started doing comedy and didn't train. And then I've trained the last 5 years. And so I haven't competed in the last 5 years when I came back. I've just been training and teaching.
Nice.
Have you got any injuries?
Nothing nothing substantial. I mean, you're going to have like get banged up, bruises, and stuff like that. Like I've been like, oh, my back is kind of out. You know what I mean? A couple of different times. I sprained my ankle one time, but nothing like catastrophic. Like I haven't like torn or broken anything really.
What's more difficult, wearing the gi or without the gi?
They're different. I mean, if you
different techniques of like the sport, or
it's. I mean, well, if you don't have the gi, then you don't have that to grab onto. So it's like grips.
Oh, okay.
It's that you can slow things down a lot if you're using the gi. That's why a lot of people that have done it for a while, that's what, I mean, and just done the gi, that's usually, they can really get a hold of somebody.
Without it.
A lot of the people when they first start, if they do both, they always say the same thing with no gi. They'll be like, I'm so much better at no gi. They'll always say, that's why, because you got sweaty and somebody tried to armbar you and you were able to escape. And when you're in a gi, you're not able to escape. So
what do you prefer?
I prefer the gi, but I'll train both. I don't care. It's fine. Like, it's no gi to me is it. I do not have as much fun training no gi. Like, that's just like a fact for me. You know what I mean? But I mean, I wouldn't want to be a black belt who like doesn't train no gi that often. You know what I mean? Like, who's like, oh, I barely do no gi. So then you go against a blue belt who only does no gi, and you're a black belt, and they like smoke you because you don't do fucking leg locks or something. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause that's the other kind of difference when you talk about like gi and no gi. In the gi, people are like assuming that you're not like doing a ton of leg locks, and then that opens up like a whole new like thing. So if you've not trained leg locks for a long time and you've only been in the gi, and then you go to one of these guys like a fucking 10th Planet guy, like fucking Eddie Bravo, you know what I mean? Like those guys, that's the day one. They're learning, how to move and grab a leg. You know what I mean? They're learning everything. Yeah. So it's like, and you got to look at like keep up with the times. Like the most popular thing in jiu-jitsu right now is all the no-gi stuff. So if you're a black belt, do you really like, if that's the way everything's moving, do you like not want to be proficient in that?
So your black belt is only for
jiu-jitsu,
but with a gi, or that doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Like there's a ton of people that train at like 10th Planet gyms. Like I said, like that's a gym that they're primarily known for no-gi, but I do see at some of them that like they'll take some pictures where they're like training in a gi in the gym. So I don't know. I haven't gone to like classes at those places, so I don't know if I think it might vary like place to place, but
so getting a black belt, getting a black belt, it's like, is it amount of hours? Like every belt, is it like an amount of hours that you have to train? Is it passing tests?
So there's no like unified, like this is a black belt. Like here's your test. This is a black belt. Every gym is different. So it goes off of some gyms have an actual test. Like you need to show me these techniques. Like I remember the original gym that I trained at, like I helped people prepare for their black belt test, a few people. And the test was like, I think you had to show like 30, it was somewhere between 30 and 50 takedowns. I can't remember. I think at 30, because I think 50 would be, I'm like trying to think if I could show 50 different, but I probably could if you start like writing them all down. But then you had to show like 100 like jujitsu moves, which I think is like actually a chill like way to do it, because it's like it could be like just 100 things that I remember how to do, like, and that's between like sweeps and submissions. I remember it was 100. Cool. I just remember going through and having to be like, okay, you have 100. Well, and then people would be like, oh my god, I can't. And I'd be like, yeah, but think of like some sequences that you do, like you're like fucking do like an arm bar, and then they pull their arm out, so then you go to like an omoplata, and they like pop back up from that, and then you triangle them. So that's like 3 right there. So you're gonna go like you just did 3 real quick. So it's some places have that, and then other places it's literally just like the black belt of the coach of the gym. The black belt's literally like, okay, you're ready, and gives it to you. Sometimes it's competition. People compete in competitions and get there. I think that's like what a lot of people like kind of, if they're really into jiu-jitsu, that's how they like dream of getting promoted, is being like, I won like worlds or Pan Ams at blue belt, and then my coach came over and gave me my purple belt on the podium. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what people are like hoping for. But I mean, most people, it's just like, either they have some type of little test and get it. For me, I'm happy. I feel like it's like the same, like jiu-jitsu and comedy for me have like been the same, where I got lucky where I was like training full time for like 4 years the first time I trained, where I was helping the the coach, like he would do privates, and what he would do is he would have me come, and I'll be like the partner, like uke for the private. So he's there, somebody else is paying for the private, but he's showing like how to do the move on me. Then they're doing the move on me. And then we'd even drill where he's like teaching them, I'm teaching you how to pass guard. And then they have to like pass my guard. And then and then because it's a private lesson, he's like stopping them, stop. Okay, you need to adjust this. You need to do, and he's like coaching them through it while never coaching me at all. And so I'd go from like, oh, this guy's brand new and he does good, or I do good against him, to him like he'd be able to stop me because I was still new enough to where he'd be like, you need to do this, this, and this, and then I like didn't have an answer for it. And then I slowly learned like the answers for those things, and I did that for like, we were doing that for like 2 or 3 years, like consistently, where he had like, I mean, there would be some like days where he would have like 4 privates, and I was already training at like noon or 9 depending on the day, and training at night every night at like 6 o'clock.
Holy crap.
So some days I would be like in the gym for like 8 hours, right? And so because of all of this, like and he was like kind of a hard ass, and so he didn't like promote, he could have like promoted me faster for the amount of like time that I was putting in. I wasn't good at competing. I was just turning the corner when I started comedy and then stopped doing jiu-jitsu. I was a blue belt, and I was like right about to get my purple belt, and I was just starting to like, I had won a tournament. The next tournament I got second place in, and then I had stopped. But I went through like fucking 20 tournaments before that where I was just like lose a bunch where I lost the first match, a bunch where it would always fall to where like, all right, dude, you won 2 or 3 matches, and if then I would lose, and they'd be like, all right, well, you can get third place if you win this one. And I would always fucking lose that one too.
How'd you start comedy?
I was listening to, it's like the fucking, like what, if you started comedy like around like 2015 through fucking basically now, it's like the same for half the people. Like I was listening to Rogan, and I remember like hearing it for the first couple of times. People had told me like, you got to listen to it. You got to listen to Rogan. You would like it. You do jujitsu. You know what I mean? You would really like it. And I was always like, fuck that. I'm not listening now because you guys won't fucking stop with this. And so for years I didn't listen. And then I had a job where I was having to fucking drive to San Diego from Huntington Beach, and I would like stay down there sometimes, and I was like just spending a lot of time down there. And so I was like, I should listen to a podcast. I used to like to listen to Howard Stern in like 2005 and shit. Right. I was like, podcasts are going to be kind of like that. And like everybody says Joe Rogan. I put that shit on. I'm listening to like I've listened to like maybe like 5 to 10 episodes.
Who was the first episode that you listened to? Do you remember?
I don't remember. The only thing I remember it being a lot of comedians, right? That I would listen to. Yeah. And I just remember being like, dang, that would have been so cool to be a comedian. And then like you get your fucking friends on these like podcast things, and you just like, that's it. Like and you talk, and it's hilarious, and then it's interesting. And I was like, that's like super cool. I wish I would have fucking done comedy. Like, and that's like not the first time I thought that, but I never knew how you do it, dude. Like I never like I thought you'd be in the mall and like somebody see you do something funny, dude, and they'd be like, come with me, kid, you're gonna be a star.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was like, I don't know how you do that shit. And I was like, that would have been cool. And then I listened to, this is the episode I remember, Ronda Rousey got knocked out by Holly Holm in Australia. And Joe Rogan did a podcast on the plane coming back from Australia with Tony Hinchcliffe. Like I don't know what kind of setup they had where they were sitting on like, I was like, because it's first class or whatever it is, but they put the phone like in between them, and they just did this like on a phone. They did like, I remember like during the podcast at one point, like a flight attendant, somebody comes by and they like talk like, oh no, we don't need anything, we're good. And they did this podcast, and I remember being like just listening and be like, oh, who's this gay guy? Right? This Tony Hinchcliffe, like sounding super gay. Like I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't know who he was. And then they were talking about his show. He's like, yeah, kill Tony. And I was like, oh, that sounds like insane. So I finished that episode, and I'm like, put on Kill Tony. And I listened to the most recent episode, and I heard the first person go up and do their minute, and then they were awful. And nobody was like, hey, don't ever fucking do this again, you piece of shit. Like, I was like thinking, like, this guy, like, my immediate reaction was like, you shouldn't let this guy fucking speak into a microphone ever again. Like, somebody should bully this guy into never fucking performing again. Jesus. And then they were just like, they were just like, yeah, dude, that's what comedy's like in the beginning. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it actually wasn't that bad. And I was like, that's not that bad. I was like, oh, I could be that bad then. Like, I could go do it. And that's when I was like, okay, I'll do it. Like, I was like, because I was like, if people aren't expecting you to be better than that, then okay.
Did you ever try Kill Tony when they were here in LA?
Yeah, I was on Kill Tony. I was on Kill Tony, and I had a fucking good, like, my set was fine. Like, it was just a completely fine set. But I used to produce porn. And so when I went on Kill Tony, I was doing that, and I had just started within the past like 6 months. And it was that's when I decided I would go on it, because I was going to Kill Tony and hanging out for like almost like a year. And I'd been doing comedy for a couple of years, but the issue for me was I was running a comedy club. I was working at, and then after the pandemic, I ended up running it. But I was like managing and shit and running a bar at a comedy club. And I was just like, dude, if I go on Kill Tony, they're gonna be like, what do you do? And I'm gonna be like, oh, I work at this comedy club in Orange County. And then I'm just gonna get a bunch of the people that are signing up for Kill Tony. They're all going to be like, wait a second, I'll hit him up and try to get on. I was like, it's just not going to,
right.
And nobody's going to be like, when they say that, there's nothing good. They're not going to be like, oh, that's so great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it doesn't, there's nothing good would come of it. Like, it doesn't have to be bad, but it wouldn't be good. And so I was like, I'm not going to go up. Then I started producing porn, and I was like, oh, I have something to talk about now. Like, they ask me what I'm do for work. Then I'll just be like, yeah, I do work in porn. You know what I mean? And then that's going to be like a good interview. And so that's what I did. And I got really lucky. I signed up like 3 weeks, 5 in a row, finally. And then on the 4th week, I got pulled. And like that week, the week before, I was like an extra in a porn. Like, I was like in this porn where like, I was playing the stepbrother, and like I was like
oh, you were actually in
I
the
was gonna
porn.
ask you, I'm
I've
like,
been in a
were
bu-
you
I've
you
been
say
in a bunch.
producing?
Were you in the front of the
producing?
camera or behind the camera?
both, but never fucking. Like, I've never like fucked on camera or anything like that. It's always just like being the one of the non-sex
Got
parts
it.
in a porn. And I've been in like, I don't know, like I did maybe like 10 or 15 scenes that were like just for my friend like Charles Dara for like his website, right? For one of his shits. Like, I've been in those, and then I've done like another like 10 to 15 scenes that were like cuck scenes where I'm just like I'm playing like the husband,
right.
and I'm like sitting over in the corner, fully clothed. Like, again, never like I'm not. In fact, that's why I don't. Like, I could probably work as like a cuck, or I could. Anybody could work as a cuck if you want to do all like a bunch of degrading shit, or have your like dick out and be like fucking jerking off, right, while it's happening.
Yeah.
Or if you want to be degraded while it's happening, like they'll fucking have the dude like fuck the girl standing up over, and the guy he'll be like lay on the ground, and you'll be like laying up, and then they'll be fucking over you, and it's just like, I don't know, I'm doing none of that, bro. I was literally in the scenes because they would pick like funny scenes for me to do, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm down. I would always be something funny. Like one of the fun ones was a blow up doll. There was a scene that we did 2 of because it did well on the website, so they wanted to make a sequel, and it was a wife swap. Like, I show up for a wife swap, so my wife, porn star, we go in, and then it's my buddy, and it's just like his wife, right? But only he's in the living room in the beginning, and then I'm there like kind of like, okay, where's your wife? Right. She's in the back, she's getting ready. Like, oh yeah, cool, sick. And then they kind of like start getting started, and I'm like, okay guys, come on, hang on, this is a wife swap, so we need the other wife to do the swap. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna go get her, but you need to be cool, she's very self-conscious. You know what I mean? And he brings out a blow-up doll, and then the way they act, so the way that the scene works is I'm like, that's a fucking blow-up doll, and the way they act is like, that's not weird, and like, this is a real person. So they're like, hey, the wife is like, hey, stop, don't be disrespectful. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's a blow-up doll. I'm not giving a real wife and receiving a fake wife. And then he'll be, fake wife? You did fake wife? You want to not be able to do this thing? I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I want to not be able to do this thing. And he's like, all right, we can keep doing this thing. And then, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's the scene. And then he ends up like fucking my wife while I'm like literally like holding the blow up doll, like upset. You know what I mean? And so those
That's funny.
those are fun. The funniest thing about those is people will try to use those to make fun of me, like online. Like when I've had like like clips go viral, or just people in general that like there will be some people that recognize me from both, and they'll comment. Like I've had people take like screenshots from like Pornhub, and it'll be like I'm not doing anything,
Right,
so it's
right.
just so obviously I know exactly what it's from, and they'll be like, oh bro, I saw, and they're trying to make fun of me, and I'm like every time I'm like. I was not in the thumbnail for that. Like I'm not in the, you didn't click on that because you saw me on the thumbnail. You clicked on that because you're watching cuck porn and I happen to pop up. So I don't know why the fuck you're talking shit.
Yeah.
Like, and people love to do it. Or comics. Comics will be like, I saw you in a porn, and they never have, most people, it's never the other shit. It's never the other stuff I was in. It's always the, where I'm just literally just like, it's always playing like a friend, or like either a friend of like the male porn star, where we're like he needs like an extra for that, or playing like a stepbrother for the female porn star, where like the original scene, it was I was driving down the street with my stepsister and I saw a billboard that was looking for fat pussies.
Oh my god!
And the craziest thing is, my stepsister has a fat pussy. So I thought, why not bring her right over to have her pussy inspected? And that was and that's so it's like, it's literally just me walking in. Like we had to make, we were like, you need to look sweaty. So I like splash water, and it's like, I knock on the door, and then I get, I'm like, oh, are you Carl Toughlove? That's his like character. Are you Carl Toughlove? I saw you talking. You got water? I saw your billboard on the side of the freeway. You're looking for fat pussies. Crazy thing is, my stepsister, Elsa Jean, fattest pussy in all of LA. And he's like, are you fucking serious? You've got it. Is she here? And I'm like, yeah, she's here right now. She's bringing up her suitcase. I had to get up here and tell you about this. And then and then he like and then she comes in and he takes over. And I'm like, okay, I'll be in the back. Like, yeah.
That is so funny.
Dude, how did you get into all that?
Because the male porn star that I know that I'm friends with, I had switched jujitsu gyms, and he trained at that jujitsu gym, and then I trained there for like a year, and then I started doing comedy, and then I started working at the club in Huntington Beach that I ended up managing, and I started the open mic there, and when I did, I just messaged everyone in my phone, everyone on Instagram or Facebook that was close enough to go. And I was like, this is a new comedy club. This is an open mic. Open mics are fucking awful, but they're also fucking kind of fun. So you should come watch it. And he was one of the 20 people that was like, came at least once. And then he would come all the time. He would like bring people to the open mic. Like for him, it was like his favorite thing. And he would like, if you go to an open mic a lot, you start seeing, and he'd be like, oh, this guy fucking sucks. Oh, this guy's good. Like, he's like just around. And then he needed somebody his production manager, he had a production manager, and they had a kid, and they were just like, oh my, like basically their girl was like, okay, this is my moment to be like, you can't do this anymore. And so he needed somebody, and he had asked me if I wanted to do it. And it's like, cool. I mean, that's where I got my first camera from a fucking, fairly famous in the industry director. I bought his like whole kit. His name's Craven Moorhead. Is his name? He's a director.
That one took me a little while.
Yes, but so I left it on. I have his Pelican case. It says in like red tape that he put on there. It says Craven on it. I just left it on there.
Oh, that's dope.
But I bought like an A6500 from him, like his whole setup. But then I sold that, and I have a Blackmagic 6K, not the Pro, but.
Dang, so you've lived a lot of lives.
Yeah. I've done like a few different things where I thought I was an electrician for 4 years. Like, so I thought I was going to do that. I thought I was going to do that for the rest of my life. I was a personal banker at Chase for a few years. Like I went and got, like, they sent me to get licensed. So I got like Series 6 license. I couldn't sell like individual stocks, but I could sell like mutual funds and stuff, and like insurance license. I did that. And then, and I know everything about fish tanks. That's like that's all the stuff I know.
Fish tanks?
Yeah. I worked at PetSmart. That was one of like my first jobs. And then I got into fish from there. And then I worked over in like the Lakewood, Long Beach area. I worked in like a few different fish stores. And then I worked for an online aquarium supplier for like 2 years called Marine Depot. That's no longer exists, but they sold like aquarium supply, like high end like saltwater aquarium supplies. I've had like a ton of fish tanks. I don't have any right now because it's a lot of work.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, and now I'm a comic.
But at least you go out and you try things, you know. And if you don't like it, then you move on to the next thing. And
yeah,
that's cool.
And then I've stuck with comedy and jujitsu. I've done both of those things for I've done jujitsu for almost 10 years, and then I've done comedy for like just over 9 years.
Oh, okay.
And so those are the two. And then now, I mean, I don't do anything else because I mean everything goes. I mean, you know how much all this shit costs.
Yeah.
To do. So it's like, I mean, I would like another camera, and I have, I could go spend fucking $20,000 right now and still have shit to be like, oh, I should have this and that.
Oh yeah, it always happens
for production. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck, I could just go buy a new computer and spend like $6,000.
That's true.
But nothing ever ends, and then the best then you need this, and then you need that, and then something else came out, and all this and that.
And then by the time you have all that, then it all changes.
Yeah. Everything upgrades.
I mean, just like these microphones are $400, right? And then, but they make fucking $100 microphones now. Like at one point, these were your option, right? Or you were just gonna have a shitty fucking podcast where you have the like fucking regular comedy mic, the Shure, what is it, 57 or 58?
M58. Yeah.
You have that with the little ball on it. You know what I mean? So these are the sick ones. These are the ones where you put your dick on the table, right? But now they have like the Rode Pod mic. Those are only $100. I have 4 of those. That's $400. So I have 4 mics for but it's like that shit keeps happening. You know what I mean? Like with all the equipment for the most part.
Yeah, and things just get easier and easier and easier just for setup on productions. But I mean,
they do and they don't, because it's like you have to like learn that stuff and know how to know what you're doing. And then now because the barrier of entry was like all you needed was some COVID money, right? Then you could get into the game. That's what all these people did. And I was like, dude, people, like a guy came to the Irvine Improv, somebody like not like a big headliner, so somebody that was like recording their own shit, and he's like, hey, would you mind putting this camera for me on stage? And I'm like, sure. And it's like it was some kind of Sony camera. So it was at least an $1,800 camera. If not, it was like $3,500 just the body. And so I'm like, sure, I could do that. And I like put it. He had it on, and I went and I put it on stage. And I actually look in the viewfinder, and I look at the lens, and he has it on stage, and it has a 24 millimeter lens on it, and he's doing it to capture the crowd, and he can only see like 4 people no matter where I point it, because you have a 24 millimeter lens. Right. And so it's like, that's what I went back and I was like, if you were willing to purchase like all the money that you've spent on everything you have, I was like, I would go buy like a DJI like Osmo 3 and put that shit on stage, right? And capture the whole crowd and capture them widescreen, right?
Yeah.
And then on the crowd shot, which is not going to be that long, it's going to be fine. Trust me. Like the quality of it will be, it's not going to match the other one, but it's going to be good enough for a crowd shot. And I was like, and then you can use your like thousands of dollars that you've fucking spent on these other cameras. You can have because he has 2 of them. So now you can have 2 angles. But I was like, the amount of like, I was trying to explain to him like the amount of money that you've spent to capture these 4 people in the audience is insane. That's what I was like trying to say without saying it.
Yeah.
Like that. And that's my problem is I can't not. I wish I could like not say stuff.
Well, you're absolutely, you have a genuine like, hey, concern. You have a genuine concern, based on what you do. It's
not like you're just saying it and not providing a solution.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you gotta fuck it.
Okay.
Kenny, we're running out of time. I know you gotta get out of here, right?
Oh yeah. Because I have a show in an hour and a half in Irvine.
Yeah, so we gotta get you out of here. Thanks for coming out and doing the podcast, man.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. You gotta come back and do it again.
Oh yeah. I'm down.
Tell us where we can find you and if you have anything coming up.
The only thing to plug is Nice Bits comedy competition happening at Irvine Improv Tuesday, April 28th, 7:30 p.m. Anybody can enter. You can come sign up. You'll be put on a digital wheel. 10 comics will get up, and the judges will pick the finalists. The two finalists, the crowd will pick the winner. So in real time.
Nice.
So it'll be it's a fun show. I did like 130 of them in Huntington Beach at the Rec Room, and this will be the first one at Irvine. So
nice.
Go to heykennyitskenny.com and you can find like the nice bits section and get tickets, or find all the info if you're a comedian looking to sign up.
Nice.
Nice, dude. Got anything else?
That's it.
That's it.
You can find anything about me on heykennyitskenny.com. You can find all my socials and everything.
Where
there
they
too.
find your porn? No, I'm just kidding.
That's all on Pornhub.
Do you have a porn name? Or is it Kenny Weber?
Technically, I have a porn name of Bison Kelly. That's like technically because you have to put something on the paperwork. You have
Like
to have
the-
a name.
Yeah.
But it's like
And it can't be like your
Can't be
legal
your
name?
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it could.
Okay.
It can.
Oh,
It can, but I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't want people to just type Kenny Weber into Pornhub and find me.
And you were the blow up doll.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That makes sense, though.
That's awesome. Amber, do you have anything?
I don't have anything.
Anything coming up?
Nope.
All I have is April 26th, Sunday. Come out to downtown Riverside at the Hideaway for No Question Comedy. Saul Trujillo is headlining. I'll be out there. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Book me on shows. That's it.
Book 'em on shows. And then everything will be in the show description, right?
Everything will be on the show description. Check out our TikTok. We're back on TikTok. We're not banned anymore. So come check that out.
You were banned?
I'll tell you after this.
Oh my gosh.
The Mind Buzz.
Oh, yeah, thank you.